Okay, garden update time, only because things are looking good. We have, the cucumbers are popping. Boom. Look at them. Pretty soon, I can lash them up this trellis. I'll go over the top. Pumpkins are doing good, look, 1 and 2. And those are just gonna trail out all over right here. That's my mess. See all those guys in there? Just a mess. Because I've been pulling stuff out, putting it in the ground, all that jazz. There's my magnolia tree, looking good. I gotta get that angel wing begonia in the ground. Guys, I planted phlox here last year and it didn't come up, but this year it did. It was such a nice surprise, look at it. Oh, love that mix of colors. Those are the Canterbury bells. They're still big, they're still poofy. No blooms yet. Then these pots, they're looking okay. Set my drink down without spilling it. I need to come in and like deadhead a few things, but they're looking good. All these little zinnias around the side. Same thing in that pot over there. Looking about the same. My corn came up, y'all. Look at the corn. Look at the corn. I planted corn here. It's starting to pop up. I planted little baby zinnia seeds here along the edge. They're starting to pop up. I wanted corn, real tall corn with little border of zinnias. I got blueberry bushes over here. Marigolds, trimming those out. Lettuce is wilty right now because I just watered it, so it's kind of soaked down. But normally it's super bushy. But it's about to be too hot and I'll have to pull the lettuce. So we'll have a few salads. And then I'll pull that and put something else. The strawberries though, look at these guys. They're bushing out and getting big. And I have those all the way around. Starting to get little strawberries coming in. It's looking good. I love dianthus. Like, see the flowers, how pretty they are. But then they look like this when they're done. And these don't deadhead super easy. So more than likely I'll change this out. Probably. I'll just end up doing a replant of summer stuff. Like, this is all kind of early spring stuff. I'll leave the strawberries, but change everything else inside of them. Y'all see these potatoes? Look at how big they are. And I have some over there too. Huge. And they're blooming. So we got some white blooms there. And we got some purple ones here. I cannot for the life of me remember the 2 types that I bought and planted. I'm sure I have it on a picture somewhere. So it'll be a fun little surprise. But they're all blooming now, which means that the tubers, the potatoes on the bottom, should be forming. And last year I had to pull them early because they started getting these spots on them. And it was like a potato virus type deal. And I didn't want it to spread to everything else in the garden, so I went ahead and harvested early. And that was when I planted Purple Majesties. And they were really small. And then my second batch was Yukon Golds. And I went ahead and harvested them super small just to get rid of it. And so we had the tiny new potatoes. But this year, I'm gonna let them go. As long as they're not showing any signs of sickness or insect damage, I'm gonna let them go until they start to droop over. And then we'll dig them up. And I'll probably record me actually digging them up because it's just fun. This, like, root vegetables are my favorite things to grow because everything's going on underneath, and so you never know what you're gonna get until you get in there. And that's just fun. This is the garlic that I planted last October, and we're at the end, like probably within, I would say, the next 20 to 30 days I'll be harvesting and pulling those out. And I have a hard neck and a soft neck variety of garlic in here. I think I have chestnut red or purple, and another one. I also have a video or a picture of that I'll look up when I actually harvest it. And that one I probably will record too, because like I said, you don't get to see what's going on until you get in there. These are onions, and they're just floppy. They're fine. They're green. They're growing, but they're floppy. There's my chair. Every garden needs a chair. What do you guys think? Up here, should I put... Okay, obviously I need to repair the bottom, right? Like I need to put a white piece right across the bottom. But I thought about putting 2 smallish little wreaths and changing them out with the holiday. Let me know if you think that'd be cute. And then I have to come up with, you know, I thought like a mat, right? That's just a Halloween mat that I left out there. But I thought about putting a mat out there. But the more and more I think about it, wouldn't it be cute like if we painted like a mural or something on it? Like little flowers or something? I think it'd be cute. Then over there, that's my juniper in a pot, and I also planted extra potatoes around it. I'm not entirely sure it's healthy for the potato or the juniper, but I mean, they seem to be friends right now, so we're just gonna let that experiment continue on. Let's walk over here. This is where my imaginary chicken coop is. One day, I'll have a little fenced-in area all the way around, and I'll have a chicken coop with like 3 or 4 chickens. It's gonna be grand. Now back here, these are lampstands, okay? But look how pretty they are. They're roses. Now, mind you, I would not put these in my house. However, my plan is to take a Sawzall and cut it right here and then stick a planter on it. And then just have it cascade down. We're gonna see how well that works. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I also have a rain chain, guys. Everybody needs a rain chain. They're so pretty. This is my Rose of Sharon. Has not leafed out yet, but it's still going. Boo, look at that pumpkin. This thing is gonna have to be cut off. I trimmed it up so that it was just sort of, you know, nice looking. And then we got that heavy rain and that thing fell down, so I'll probably cut it. All of this stuff is finally starting to touch, so hopefully it'll fill in all the way. Second Rose of Sharon. Clean this real quick. Second Rose of Sharon still hasn't leafed out. The salvia that I started from seed, those are getting bigger. And I took the drift all the way to the back, so we'll see what they do. I want to put, okay, I love these metal things, and every time I see them, I try to buy them, but they're not exactly cheap. But they have little hangers on them, and I hang them up on the brick with brick clips, but all my brick clips have come up missing. But I want to put those all along the brick out here. But I want to get a statue of something to put there. I used to have a fountain, but it was such a pain to change out that water all the time. So I think I'm just going to look for some kind of little statue thing. My roses blooming their little heads off. Now the ones I transplanted that are down in between these two have not yet. They're still green, but they're still not super happy. But man, these roses are just, they're kicking it. They're ready. Same with my yellow ones. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. And it just goes all the way up. My lights, I had solar lights on here for the archway, and well, you can kind of see them. Parts of them work, parts of them don't. So I got to get a new set for that. Planted a rosemary. Little rosemary right there. Also planted a second rose over there in the corner to trail up to make this a little bit thicker. Now these are tomato plants that I put in about 2 weeks ago now. These are the big rainbow ones. Then these two are the mystery ones because I forgot to label them when I planted them. So we'll see what they are when they grow. This is the spoon variety. Look at it. It's finally starting to pick up. There for the while I thought it was dead. Then Tomatillo 1, 2, 3, and 4. We got Super Petunia Vista Bubblegum back there. Super Petunia Bordeaux. Look at Squeezy, my lemon tree. Look at him. He's doing so good. Then over here, look at my little corner, guys. Let me zoom out. Okay, so, well, that was too far. Right now there's a board down there because those chairs, you know, you sit in them and the metal likes to squish into the grass. So I'm gonna put some stepping stones over there, make a little corner. And then I have, is that my wisteria? I can't remember what I planted there. It's leafing out and looking great, but I need to kind of shape this area. This is a crepe myrtle. It'll bloom out pretty soon. And then we have my peppers over here, which they're still babies, but they'll get planted out soon enough. Then, okay, so let's go down the path. So I still need to finish off the, what you call it right there, but this shade cloth. Not shade cloth, weed cloth. I put some tomatoes in the ground here, but they're not looking super great. I do have some peppers over here. It's hard to see right now because I don't have it mulched or anything like that. Planters are looking good with cosmos and teddy bear sunflowers in there. I do have my sunflowers in the ground. All of these tomatoes are in. But right now, this is kind of the golden hour where everything looks nice.